The more you torture your dog, the more it loves you. According to a test that was done by the psychologists, they got two groups of dogs. Both were fed, but one group was tortured with electric shocks. The group that was tortured showed more attachment and dependency to its owner. The test continued until the dogs died under electric shock, under torture in extreme amount of pain, but to the last minute they keep wagging and shaking their tail more and more for their owner. They were showing more love. The wagging of tail is a sign of love. Until the last minute, until they died. The same test done on the ducks and horses gave the same result, but the result was opposite for the pigs and monkeys. The first three, duck, horse, and dog, are domesticable. They can be domesticated, and they were already domesticated. So the more pain they apply, the more the torture they apply, they become more domesticated. Because that's how they get domesticated in the first place, with pain and pleasure. Pleasure of food, and pains of lashes in the case of horse, and cages and chains in case of ducks and dogs. We never domesticated pigs. Pigs are not domesticable. If you leave the gate open, it leaves and never comes back, no matter how long you tend to him and how long you fed him for how many years. And the primates, monkeys and gorillas, cannot be domesticated. Otherwise, if we could domesticate a gorilla, we would not have a slavery. Now, question is why some species are domesticable and some are not. You might say because pig is more intelligent than horse and dog, but not necessarily, because we have a bird which is not so intelligent. It's called swallow. It's the most common bird in the world, and it lives with us in the cities. You have seen it. It's a little gray and black bird. If you get one that's even not grown up, a young one, and put it in a room, not even a cage, and provide everything, you stop drinking and eating until it dies. Because its spirit it has a wild spirit. The animal spirit and animal instinct is same. The spirit is wild, and it violates its spirit, and which makes it so depressed that it just dies. So it was never domesticated. It cannot be domesticated. So it depends to the animal's spirit or instinct. And how about us, human species? Are we domesticable? You might think we are like gorillas and not domesticable. So there was a test done in Sweden, which became famous as the Stockholm syndrome, which proved that we become torturer's dog. The persecutor, which tortured us and tormented us and also provide food. Of course, during the test, they provide food, right? And it showed that our persecutor become our father figure, become attached to. There was another test that was called the experiment in Germany, and the other one is called the Stanford experiment in America. Gave the same result. And all the test subjects, without exception, all of them, 100% of them, unconsciously and voluntarily become torturer's dog. Now the question is, if the rate is 100%, can it happen outside the lab in the larger scale, such as nations or continents? That's a subject for the next video.